Hello students, how are you all? I hope you are all fine. Yes, today in this science video, we were learning lesson number 13, isn't it? You all remember? Yes, what is the topic of the lesson? The universe. Yes, what all the topics we have seen here so far? We have seen about the sun, isn't it? Sun. What is a heavenly body? The sun, the moon and the stars are called as the heavenly bodies, isn't it? Yes. And next we saw about the solar system. Yes. Isn't it? Yes, solar system and planets. What are planets? A heavenly body that's move around the sun is called as the planet. And today we are going to learn about the moon. Okay, the moon. The moon is Earth's satellite. The moon is Earth's satellite. Okay. The moon is Earth's satellite. And heavenly body that moves around the earth is called a satellite. What is a satellite? A satellite is nothing but the heavenly body that moves around the earth. A heavenly body that moves around the earth is called a satellite. And how many days it took for the moon to revolve around the earth? The moon takes 28 days. How many days? 28 days to revolve around the earth. And other planets also have their satellite. What is a satellite? A satellite is nothing but the heavenly body that moves around the earth is called as the satellite. And moon takes 28 days to revolve around the earth. Okay. The moon is much smaller than the earth. The moon is much smaller than compared to earth. Moon is very small. Okay. And in moon there will be no water and no air in it. So its surface is covered with rocks and dry powdery soil. Its surface is covered with rocks and the dry powdery soil. And main thing you have to remember is the moon does not have its lights of its own. Okay, it does not have its light of its own, and it gets the light. It shines in the light of the sun. With the sun, from the light from the sun, it gets the light from the sun. Okay, this you had to remember. This is a very important thing. The moon does not have its lights of its own, and it shines in the light of the sun. Okay, next topic we are going to learn about the phases of the moon. What are the phases of the moon? As the moon revolves around the earth, you can look at the moon, and it's revolving around the earth, and it seems to change its shapes. What really happens is that the side of the moon that faces us does not always get lit up by sunlight, okay, which is facing the sunlight on a moonless night. When the earth faces the sun, it gets the daytime. When the moon comes between the sun and the earth, okay, when it comes between sun and the earth, for example, the side facing us is dark and that facing this is light and this will be dark. Okay, so we do not see the moon. Okay, a moonless night is called the Amavasai in many language. Amavasai, Amavasai. Okay, moonless night is called it. Just get underline it. A moonless night is called the Amavasai. Okay, next topic is after a moonless night, as the moon moves on, a bit of the side facing it gets it up. Then we see a crescent moon. What is a crescent moon? You can look at the picture. Crescent moon. Okay, these are the stages of the moon. Crescent moon. Slowly, as the days go by, more and more of the side facing it gets lit up. And the moon starts looking bigger. First, in the beginning, it will be a crescent moon. Only little part of the moon is being seen. Then quarter, then half, and then full moon. Okay. And 14 days after a moonless night, the moon looks like a round ball. How many days it will take? It will take 14 days. 14 days after a moonless night, the moon looks like a round ball. We call this as a full moon. Okay. When after how many days? 14 days. After 14 days, after a moonless night, the moon looks like a round ball. What you have seen in the picture in your book, we call this as a full moon. What we call it as a full moon. And on a full moon night, the earth is between the moon and the sun. Earth is between Earth in the center and moon and the sun on the side. So on which day? On full moon night. It is otherwise called as the Purnima. Okay. On a full moon night, the earth is between the moon and the sun. After a full moon night, the moon grows smaller every day. From the crescent moon till the full moon, it grows up and it gets it grows and it goes bigger and bigger. And after the full moon, it grows smaller every day. Okay, and how many days it exactly takes? 14 days.